Hello and welcome to Spy Money. Today is Tuesday, March the 3rd. We're going to do a market recap just based off of what we've been seeing today in the market. Touch on a couple of the stocks as well. And if we go to, if I change this over to the 15-minute, we're in natural gas. For all you gassers out there, it looks like the UGAS was the one to play today. This morning it was dropping down, and let's zoom this in to get a time. So pre-market it was dropping down, and then it just rallied. So stayed above the VWAP most of the day. It dropped right here toward the middle of the afternoon, probably around 1 o'clock it started selling off. And the whole market started selling off at that point. And this sold off a little harder than what ES did, but it went down below the VWAP. It's been treading along this 50 EMA. But it started coming up, and right before the close at 5 o'clock today, it started popping up above the VWAP. So that's a good sign. We got our MACD down here starting to curl up. The RSI is coming above the 50. Everything's looking pretty good. And when you go back, it's got a good steady uptrend. So maybe trading this tonight in the futures. We'll have to see how it opens up at 6 o'clock tonight and go from there. So for the most part, it looks pretty bullish to me. So as far as if you're playing the gases, it looks like UGAS is going to be your play. And if you're going to short, the DGAS. So that'll take care of that one. And then if we go back to ES, let me get this pulled up. Get this to ES. And ES is the mini future for the S&P 500. And you can see it fell out of this channel I had today. This is that broadening wedge pattern that I had as it come down, and then it popped out of it. So right now we are a little confusion in here. It came in, dropped down, it popped out of the channel, then it come up, almost touched it, and then come back down. So I'm not really sure what's going to happen. There's a chance it might go ahead and sell off to 29.4725. That's the top of that wedge that we had. And so go back here, we'll show you. So let's see here, right there. There's the pattern that we were trying to stay in, and now it's coming down. This is our fib line of the 100% line. This is like a solid trend coming down through, so it may come down and touch that and then bounce up. There's some other people that said that they thought that it was in a cup and handle. I see that, but I'm not real sure. The way it did right here, that's not a typical cup and handle, but a cup and handle will come right across, and then you have your U, and it'll come over, and then it'll drop down, and then it will rally. So if it does rally, I mean, I guess it is a perfect one. So we'll just have to wait and see how it plays out. I'm hoping that when the market opens at 6, that it will actually just take off and rally. A lot of people will be happy with that, because there's a lot of people that are bag holding from back up here. So if we can get a good rally, I'm looking back to 3,400 probably by the end of the week. We're only at, right now, might as well call it 3,000, so that's only 400 points away. The market can move 100 points easy. It moved 185 points in one day right here. So it could easily take off and rally on up. So we'll just have to see. Our MACD is actually curled down, but that's a big drop right there, but it could easily take off, and that's on a 4 hour. So if we go back to the 1 hour, and the 1 hour, it's actually coming down. This would be a good spot for it to start curling up a little bit. It's just too early to tell. It just did a lot of consolidation there, probably the last couple hours of the market, and so we will see how it turns out. I thought it was going to pop up here and go, but it got up to that channel and just come right back down. And let's see, if we go to gold, see what gold did today. I hadn't even looked at it today. Gold sold off quite heavy on Sunday, and then it's just kept on going up today. See, we look here, it really rallied up at the opening and took off, but it sold off, so it's now trying to go up. It is above the VWAP. It is above the 15. So that's a good sign for gold that it's going to continue to go up. So we'll see whenever it opens. Typically, whenever the market sells off, the gold will go up and vice versa. But in the last probably 2-3 months, gold has been on a steady incline as well. So it's actually been kind of following ES. I mean, the market's been going up and it started selling off when the market was still going up. So, or not when it was going up, but when the market dropped, it actually dropped too. And misspoke. And so, this one is kind of in the same pattern, where one person had said the teacup, and it's actually following the pattern. This right here has come down. Usually you will have a flag off of a teacup, and it'll come down like this, and then it will take off like that. So that's a typical pattern. So we'll just have to see what's going to happen. If this goes ahead and sells off down here again and then comes back up, then that would be making that flag pattern. We'll go to NQ. NQ earlier come down and bounced off of this yesterday, and then it went ahead and went on up. It hit our 180 and started coming back down. There's a chance it might come down and test it again, but again, all of these have the exact same pattern. I really just truly believe that we're going to be in a bullish trend. Is it going to be tonight? Is it going to be tomorrow? I don't know, but I just really think that that's the direction we're going with it. So we'll just have to wait whenever the market opens at 6 o'clock to see. So right now, if I was going to do it short term, I'd be shorting NQ more so than I would be buying long on it. Go with the trend. Trend usually does not lie. This is crude oil. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Again, same pattern. Everything is pretty much the same on all of them. Now the crude oil, you can see down here on the MACD, it's actually starting to turn darker red. That's a good sign that it's got more buying volume and it's starting to want to curl up a little bit. So, but we're below this VWAP right here, that dotted line. So with it coming down and we're below that, we're below the 15. So I'm still bearish at this moment. It'll have to get above that 15 before I would make any decisions on going long on it. Tesla has been rocking. And then again, the whole market just started selling off today. Everything did. We had that rate cut and it spiked up, and that it spiked up above and then it just kicked down. So that's pretty much all of it. Again, Tesla's same pattern as all the others. Everything has got the same pattern. Everything follows ES. ES is kind of the leader on what's going to happen. Even the Dow shot down. I think it was like 800 or 900 points. So, and then we've got SPY. A lot of people follow SPY itself. I don't chart on SPY. I chart on ES. SPY is the ETF of ES. So I always chart ES because it shows better candles after hours. SPY starts diminishing. Again, this one right here is the same pattern, and it started selling off pretty much all day. And with and I was in a puts on this today, and I thought it was going to keep on coming. And so if I go back here to ES, I can show it better. I was in puts today, and I had this other channel drawn right here. So, and with that channel, I had it on the 1 minute, and I'll even show you what I was doing. And I'd probably been better off to have stayed in it. Matter of fact, I know I would have. So I did this channel, and it went from here. Let's see, was that it? No. That's wrong. It's on back because we come out of that. So if I come back here, this is the channel I was in. So, and I've already deleted it because I wasn't using it anymore. And let's see here. Let's see. Go back. Yeah, right there. So this is the channel that I was following. Right there. And it got right here. And I was going to sell right there. But what kept me from doing it, and it was greed is all it amounted to. I should have sold it. I thought that it would bounce up and then come right down and just go long and come down and touch here before it went up. So I went ahead and held it. I was up like, I think it was about 70% on my puts right here. And I went ahead and held, and the thing went on up, and that was fine. It came down here. I was up almost as much as I was over here. And I didn't sell again, and it took off, and it went up here. And then when it crossed that purple line, that channel, then I knew that I messed up. Greed got me. I should have sold right here like I had originally planned on. I bought March 4th puts, so it expires tomorrow. So it went on up, and I lost, I think I ended up losing like 5% or so, and I sold when it went up here and crossed. And then it went up and started coming down, and I thought I shouldn't have sold. I could have got actually profit right here, but I didn't. I went ahead and sold up there. Catch your losses quick. Don't let them get out of hand. And then when I got over here and it started bouncing up, I got in calls. So I thought that it would just pretty much rally all the way up through there. So I got in calls, went up here, and it started coming down. I held on to them. They expired tomorrow. I thought we would get like a big old bounce right at the closing right here, and I thought it would bounce up and maybe get up to the VWAP, and then I could sell it and make like 75 to 100% by the time I got here. Well, it didn't. It kept on going. So I ended up holding them overnight. Shouldn't have done it, but I did. So in my opinion, I think it's going to go ahead and bounce up and go. It is below this VWAP is the only thing that concerns me. But I don't know, just feeling bullish on it. I don't have a lot of money on those puts. I bought some smaller amount of them, and so I wanted to go ahead and just hold them. I'll make up for it in futures. When I trade futures tonight, I'll make a whole lot more money than what I've been having those calls, so I'm not worried about it. And I've also got until the end of day tomorrow, so hopefully they will come out. Maybe we'll get a good old push tonight. I'd like to see us get back up to the 30.50 area. And if you look, or 31.50, if you look right here, let's see here, 31.88 is a fib. So what I'm hoping for is that we push and we get up to that. Even if we got the 31.20, that would still be a good overnight swing on those. And I hate to swing an option, especially that expires the next day. I usually don't. I just want to scalp it. And I was up in profit up in here, and I didn't sell because I wanted more. I got greedy again. So 2 times today I got greedy. I lost a little bit on the first greediness right here, and then I may have just lost a bunch on this second greedy. So we'll see. Let's go to Walmart. I haven't looked at it today. I almost got in calls immediately when it opened, and I didn't. And I haven't even looked at it since. I was going to get in calls right here and then just go ahead and ride it out. But it's a good thing I never. I probably should have, got in puts everything when it spiked up here. That would have been the best thing. And you can see it stayed underneath the VWAP pretty much all day except for this push whenever the Feds cut the rate half point. That was some of the news that came out today. So Walmart, let's go back to it, looking at it. It's pretty much the same chart as ES. All of them are now. Everything's just following ES. Whatever ES is, if you look at it, more than likely the stock you're looking at is going to be the same thing. So again, I don't know what to do yet. Right now, if I had to, I'd do puts because it's showing down. And then if we go to Roku, same chart. It sold off all day. So Roku sold all off. I'm thinking long term, probably puts on Roku. And the reason I say that is because of the China deal with the coronavirus. A lot of their stuff is made over in China, and it's really hurting that company for their making their products, which is going to hurt their sales, which is going to make the earnings low. AMD, the same thing. It sold off all day, and it's in the same boat in my opinion. But as you can see, when ES come down to here and rallied, so did all of these. So again, if you just watch ES, you will see what the market is doing across the board. The only one that does any better is the ones that have news that are pushing it, like Tesla. Tesla had good news and it still sold off. I thought Tesla was just going to take off, and I have a Robinhood account that I use just ever so often as just play money, and I threw a couple $100 in it, and I was going to buy Tesla calls this morning, and I put the order in, and I actually put it in for a price that it should have taken, but Robinhood was messed up again today, so it wouldn't even take it. I tried to cancel it, and it was like 2 hours or so before it would even cancel, and finally I got a message that canceled, and then I was able to go on it and play in the SPY. So Tesla did that. One last thing, we're going to look at VIX. I bought some more puts on VIX today, probably right around here, because I thought the market was actually going to sell off pretty quick. This little spike here when the Fed rate come out, my puts that I had shot way up. Now they're way out of the money, so the dollar amounts on them, the volume and everything is not really there, so you can't really pay attention to the percentages on them. But I wish that I'd had a sell there and someone had bought it, because it was like a lot of money. And so it didn't. So I went, whenever it came in and shot up to here, I went ahead and bought more puts in it, and then it went on up. I'm down a little bit on it, but I know that VIX is going to tank. As soon as the market takes off, this is going to fall hard, and it'll be back down, below the 20. So if we do, and I show this every day, but the 20 is the kind of the base. That's where they want it to be under for no fear. So if we can get below that, that'd be great. And now I've got 14, 16, and 18 strike prices. So I've got 3 different strikes. So I'm looking probably the end of the week. I think this will be down here, and then we'll know. So that's our market recap. If y'all have any stocks that you're wanting me to add to this, as long as it's only just a couple, then I wouldn't mind adding them if it's like a frequent traded stock that most people trade. Tesla, everybody's always looking at Tesla, and we always want to look at all these futures right here. So if you have any, just put it in the comments, and I'll see possibly even adding it. I don't want to add 10 more stocks to it because it'd take too long. The market recap I try to keep somewhat short, and then our training videos are a little different. We have a Discord group, and in that Discord group we talk about what we're trading. I do a lot of charting on it, showing the pictures of what's going on. I post charts all day long, and we talk about our trades. We actually post what our trades are. If you're interested in the Discord group, there's a link in the message of this YouTube video that you can click on, and it tells you how much it is and stuff. You can get signed up for it. It tells you how to get in touch with me in order to get added to it. And we'd love to have you. Again, the YouTube videos are free. We appreciate y'all liking, subscribing, and sharing this video and others, and get other people here. Y'all have a great day. Talk to you in the morning.